Hello, everyone. I probably am going to have to speak up quite a bit because I'm actually in the middle of the city right now, so you'll probably be able to hear quite a bit of the road traffic in the background. But nevertheless, I will try and speak loud enough to be heard. But I wanted to mention to you a funny story. Don't know if you ever had the opportunity to experience maybe at work something called a coffee club. Now, coffee clubs are real interesting, but I got some advice for you if you ever kind of get put in charge of one. Yeah, well, I can tell you what happened to me and our coffee club at the factory. It was real good, and the guy that was running it before, he seemed to have a good time with it, I guess. And I got to talking to him before he left, and he said, he offered it to me because he knows that I'm probably one of his biggest customers. But he said, it's good because you run the coffee club well, and it kind of gets you talking to some other people, and some other people kind of get to see some of your ability to finance or whatever, and it kind of shows like extra effort on your part or whatever. And he's like, so you should take it over when I leave. I think he was really just trying to find somebody to kind of pick up the burden. But nevertheless, I was like, yeah, sure, sounds like fun. And so I said, how hard can it be? You get some coffee cups, and we already got the machine, and you get the coffee and all the other little things. No problem, piece of cake. It ends up being where you slightly maybe make a little tiny bit more than what it cost you, and you put that aside, and you end up using that to buy a new coffee maker or something that ends up breaking on you. Or you get the better coffee mugs or whatever, kind of like at the end of the year to balance it out. But so before we just had the regular old coffee, and I was talking with some people. Like, oh, so you're going to be taking over the coffee club? And I was like, yeah, so maybe I'll mix it up a little bit. If you want something in particular, just let me know, and I'll see about if I can get it. And they're like, oh, great. I really like this type of coffee and that type of coffee. And do you think that'd be possible? And I'm like, yeah, well, sure. I mean, why not? We just kind of got this real generic stuff right now. I'll see about what I can do. It's like some of these flavored coffees. And then this other person mentioned, they're like, oh, kind of hear you're taking orders because you're going to be doing the new coffee club. I'm like, orders? Well, I don't know so much about orders, but if you got something particular that you want, just let me know and I'll try and get it for you. And they're like, oh, okay. And they wanted some special type of creamer. And because before we just had regular ground roast coffee and the regular paper cups, and let's see, we had the regular kind of like non-dairy creamer, and it's like a little wooden stick coffee stirrer thing. Seems like everybody was kind of content with that, so I went out and got some of the new stuff, right? Brought it in. Those people really liked it. Some other people liked it. But I'm telling you, it opened the floodgate. Don't ever do it. Just stick with the regular stuff. Trust me. And then what happened is some other people are like, oh, well, you got this type of creamer. I want that type of creamer. They want it in the different flavors. And then they want they want to have, milk instead of, the artificial creamer. And then they want the artificial sweetener. And then they want the pink stuff and the blue stuff and the yellow stuff. And then you got, they want this type of coffee, and they want that type of coffee, and one person's from this country, and they want coffee from there. Another person's from that country, and they want coffee there. And they're like, oh, when I was out in Hawaii, they had this coffee out there. You got to get it. It was great. And within a very short period of time, our little tiny corner, top of a desk, which we had our coffee club operation going in, and it quickly spread to taking up the whole counter. And what got me was, this one gal, she's like, well, I want the decaffeinated coffee with the artificially flavored artificial sugar with the artificially flavored artificial creamer, and I want the styrofoam cups. I was like, wow, do you hate nature that much? Has nature really, like, been that bad to you that you just want to throw it out of any possible connection with your life? Regular coffee's not that bad. It's okay. But just the idea. Artificially flavored artificial sugar. Alright. So, it got to the point where we had like 20 or 30, cans of stuff going around. It's like 5 or 7 different types of flavors and creamers and this and that. And it got so difficult and so convoluted to try and keep track of it and to keep everybody happy. I said, you know what, the heck with this, we're going back to the plain old, none of this foo-foo coffee, we're going back to plain old Joe. Just a regular old coffee. And if you don't like it, well, that's fine. You can bring in your own coffee. Because I ain't going to do it. We're going to go back to the way it was, old school coffee. And so that's the way we have it now. And yeah, a lot of people didn't like the shifting and then shifting back. But you know what, I find just as many people are drinking coffee as ever, and they're drinking the regular stuff. So, just a little bit of advice. You ever get put in charge of a coffee club, say, we just keeping it plain old regular coffee. And that's it. Have a good day. See you around.